Okay,
I lifted that out of the paper.
okay.
What was our other numbers that came up as our top five? We had one, was it 1, 2, 3, 7, or what was it again? One had the most, right?
2, 3, 6.
1, 2, 6 have the most, and then 3, 7, and 9 are tied with 4.
Right.
And there's nothing that says that you can't interview 6 if you want.
I'd have trouble getting to 6, but why, let's, number 1. As I was going through his, he seemed to me to be kind of an I person, demanding. I know that he's out in Central City, and I know that I don't exactly understand why he wouldn't move his house there.
Have you been to Central City?
No, but
I wouldn't move
it
my
must be a
family there
gambling
either.
and,
Okay, wait.
huh?
Don't bring up
Oh.
Towns, we're not supposed to be discussing
Oh.
towns.
Just identify
Okay.
One types.
Okay.
where they're at right now.
Okay.
We are not
Okay,
talking
but-
about Central City, Iowa.
I understand, but it seems like he's coming from a lot, coming to a lot.
It's a small population. He's no longer there.
Oh,
It was an interim position when he started. He didn't move his family there. It is
Okay.
it's a gambling kind of,
what's wrong with
city
that?
town. Well, apparently he didn't think it was a good spot for his family.
To raise your family.
Okay,
Depends on how old
I
his
got
kids
it,
were.
but what I
So
didn't know is
he
he's
didn't
not
have
there
to work
now.
on it. No,
He's not there now, okay,
There's only about 50 houses there, too.
okay. I got it. I didn't pick up that he wasn't there now.
Okay.
I don't like the, on that one, I don't like the last page on the whole incident that happened.
On which number?
I'm like,
6?
Number
1? Number 1?
with page.
Honors and activities?
No. I know what you're talking about. Page 6. Yeah.
Did you look at the article?
I Googled it as much as I could, and I don't like his response to it.
Well, I talked, and
Oh, are we on number, where are we on?
Number 1, page 6. It's number 1, it's page 6.
Oh, okay, got you now.
On page 6.
something that happened was the individual, our candidate number 1, went and interviewed in another community in Iowa. Decided not to take it. Went back, and one of the elected officials raised the point of, oh, you're trying to use or tried to go and do an interview so you could see family. He has family in near this place where the interview took place. His brother lives there. All I can say is, that, talking to him, based on his words, it's the most ridiculous thing he had ever heard. You just don't. It's not that hard for him where he's at to go visit family. That you would go through the process, an interview process that's grueling, by the way, in order to get a couple $100 trip to see your family is really kind of out there. But it was something that a person who didn't like the fact that he was interviewing. Now understand again, this job that he was in was supposed to be temporary. He made it very clear when he took the job, by the way, I'm not going to be here very long. I'm doing this as a bridge. My family's not going to move here. I want to go someplace where I can raise my family. I'm not going to raise it here. I can't do it. Let's hire him anyway. All right, come on, as long as you can give us. He starts interviewing, and you have this elected official going, raising this, well, what are you trying to do? And you didn't accept the job. What were you doing? Trying to go visit family or something? So this was
This is
something.
where he was working already? Somebody from,
Yeah, yeah, this article comes from where he was working, not where he interviewed. So one of the council people didn't like the fact that he was interviewing. made this assumption that, okay, you're doing it, said that he made a comment, I only did it to go visit family. He goes, what? I never made that comment. What he did say was, I'm looking in areas where I can be closer to family. Not, I'm looking for areas just to, I'm taking interviews so I can visit family during the interview process. That, and so this article is very slimy. I mean, you get a gooey feeling, don't you?
Some of it.
Yeah, when you read it, it's kind of, yuck, I don't like this character, this is what it's all about. Now, talking to him, he is really embarrassed about it, and says, yeah, he brought it up to me. He said, when you do your Google, which we had done, and saw it, he goes, you'll see this article. Yeah, I did see it. And so, that's his explanation anyway. I find it hard to believe that somebody would go from, a Denver area to, it's not like taking an interview from New York and flying to California, visiting your family. This is
How long did he stay where he was at after this article came out?
2 more years. They renewed his contract. He had
So this
they
council
treated him
person
well.
didn't think he was so bad he couldn't renew the contract.
Right. Well, yeah, he got a raise and, on his next review and everything else. It wasn't like, you're this horrible.
Oh, this seems quite logical.
And the council dismissed the article, and they gave it was a mutual agreement when they did separate.
Sounds like independence.
Glad I brought it up to clarify it more, because I read that and I'm like, that don't sound very good.
And by the way, as we do these things and we get any kind of information, we're gonna go over the schedule too. I expect you to bring these things up during your interview. Have them look you in the face and talk to you about these things. You need to know.
Well, I'm impressed he told you up front.
Well, the letter they get, it's very explicit. It says, the last thing you ever want from a search firm or a city is for us to find something on Google that you haven't already explained to us. And I tell them that. If I find something that you didn't bring up, you get redlined. You're done.
And that was my only hit against him, is I didn't realize, I didn't read Google it, that he had no Iowa ties, but obviously he's got Iowa ties.
That's the first thing I did on all of them, is I looked to see what history, what baggage they bring with them to see the incident. Like number 9, him dealing with the incident that he had in his town and why he wasn't there. So,
Bringing up number 9, I guess I'd like to hear from everybody why they didn't like him, because he was the one that absolutely stood out to me as heads above everybody
It
else.
was one of my first top 3.
Yeah, but evidently not everybody.
he was on mine.
I went through the whole book, unless there was a couple of them. Like the Navy guy, I stopped short on him, because I'm not a big believer in military people in these type of roles. I'm not, but I stopped short on him, but everybody else did too, so.
The rest of the council does not feel the same way.
We're gonna leave Mike.
But
on the
anyways,
leash out
I,
there. He was
what
pretty
I really
self-relevant.
like is, I like lower level military guys, but I saw too many of them come in and they can't integrate into situations.
That's always a
But,
concern, yeah.
but anyways, but when this guy stood out, heads and shoulders,
14 years in the last employment he had.
grant writing, absolutely superb, all the right qualities.
I agree
Right
with you,
size
Mike.
move.
I liked him.
You
I
and
guess I looked at it though
I
as it's, if you have other people closer, becomes a cost factor, because if we're starting to move his family clear out here to Iowa, I know that's shouldn't play a part, but that, I agree, he really jumps off the page, and if he were, to me, if he were in Nebraska or Wisconsin or Illinois, I wouldn't even have a
I
hesitation.
tell you, I like the fact that his family's here, that he's from here. You get guys that come back and they'll stay, you know? And I don't care if he lived in Taiwan. I'd want to bring him for the interview because I think he's absolutely the best. I mean, to me, and I'm not exactly sure why he didn't score as well, but he's in fact of the whole bunch, he's the only one that I put a solid yes. I mean, I had a couple others that were maybes, but I mean, I don't understand why.
Actually, I have a mistake there. Actually, his number, if you add that up, that should be 98, not 93. I'm very sorry about that.
That's okay, but what I don't understand still is we only had four votes for him. And I guess I'd like to hear from somebody who didn't vote for him. Oh, Bob, I heard from Bob, but,
I mean, he was
You
good, I
didn't?
liked him.
yeah, I mean, I
I like the airport part, the roads, I mean, the highway, I mean, stuff that